good morning and welcome to This Week with Pastor Dino. I'm Dino and I'm so glad to have you joining us here at First Presbyterian Church of Bradenton, where we are cultivating hearts for Jesus from the heart of downtown. I am excited to be back from chilly Chicago. Thanks to those of you who tuned in last week where I actually filmed the show from Chicago. I did not know that there was a girl dancing in the background photobombing me until people told me here when I got back. So if you missed that last week, go back to last week's show and watch just as I'm about to get into the Bible reading and the introduction. There's a girl dancing. It's kind of classic. I really appreciate the humor in it. But for today, we are going to talk about one of the premises that we talked about on Sunday, which has to do with love. We're in John 15, verse 12. Just going to keep it simple today with one verse that says this: "Love each other as I have loved you." Jesus offers that as a command. Love each other as I have loved you. Now, Jesus loved his disciples and loves us wholeheartedly to the degree that he went to the cross for our sake. His love is amazing. He serves us. He gives us gifts. And his love is never ending. We, as human beings, we tend to fall short of that. That's okay. We're not supposed to be perfect, but we need to be striving for love in our relationships. And we talked on Sunday about 10 different ways that we can show love to each other. So if you happen to miss Sunday's sermon, go back and listen to it. It's up on Facebook, it'll be on YouTube, and you'll see what I said about that, and hopefully be able to live into loving each other as Christ has loved us. Thanks be to God. Now this week, the church office will be open Monday through Friday. We are kicking off the Lenten season with an Ash Wednesday service. That is in just a couple of days. That's at 6 o'clock. And it's going to be held in the Fellowship Hall. Ash Wednesday service is a light meal, soup meal, that starts at 6. And afterwards, we do a brief worship service and we offer the imposition of ashes. It's a great way to get your heart right for the coming Lenten season as we take the journey towards the cross, towards the reality of Christ's death, but also the reality of his resurrection, and we try to attune our lives to Christ's purposes. So I hope you'll join us on Wednesday night in the Fellowship Hall at 6 p.m. for that. And on Wednesday nights subsequent to Ash Wednesday, starting on March 9th and going for 4 weeks in March, we're going to have a new class that is called What is Truth? Skeptics, welcome. And this class is going to be led by Jeremiah Sopko. And Jeremiah's had a great, very twisty path to come to Christian faith. He's a very sharp guy, and it's going to be a discussion group that talks through issues, matters of truth. If you have people you know, or maybe you yourself are a bit skeptical about some things in the faith, come hang out with Jeremiah. That's at 6:30 on Wednesday nights, starting March 9th. In addition, we've got Courtyard for a Cause coming up on March 11th. That's in a couple of weeks. We'll get you more details next week for that. We also have a new sermon series starting next Sunday. New sermon series is called Organic Church, and it's going to look at the church as a living organism that is pointing towards the living God through Jesus Christ. And so we're going to talk about different principles in the church that help us function as living organisms rather than machines. We often think of our church as like a well-oiled machine, but the truth is it's a living organism designed to worship and serve and be a part of the living God. So I'm excited about that sermon series kicking off on Sunday, Organic Church. I'll see you there. Now, in terms of online offerings this week, we've got breakfast and Bible study on Saturday morning. That's at 10 o'clock, held over Zoom. Go to bradenton.church/Zoom to find out how to connect with that class virtually. And on Sunday, we'll have worship at 9 and 11. Those services are held live with masks optional, but we also host them on Facebook and YouTube. Sorry that YouTube wasn't working on Sunday, but Facebook was. We'll get all that stuff uploaded this week so you can tune in however you want. But we look forward to seeing you there in worship at 9 and 11. Now remember Christ's command, a command that he lived out. Love each other as I have loved you. And the truth is, you probably know if you're doing that or not. So dig deep into that, offer it up to the Lord in prayer, and ask Him how to make you better as part of your transformation. Until next time, I'll see you again soon on This Week with Pastor Dino. Bye-bye.